In the late 1970s, the film industry was abuzz with the production of Coma, a suspenseful medical thriller. The casting process for this movie was a meticulous journey, carefully selecting each actor to bring depth and authenticity to their roles. For the leading role of Dr. Susan Wheeler, the filmmakers sought a strong, intelligent actress who could convincingly portray a dedicated yet determined surgeon. Geneviève Bujold, a Canadian actress, was chosen for the part. Known for her work in Anne of the Thousand Days, Bujold's ability to embody complex characters made her an ideal fit for this role. Michael Douglas, fresh off his success in The China Syndrome, was cast as Dr. Mark Bellows. The chemistry between Douglas and Bujold was evident from their first meeting, and it translated seamlessly onto the screen. Their sheer dedication to their craft and the development of their characters' relationship was a crucial aspect of the film's success. The role of Dr. George Actor Harris, the antagonist, required a seasoned actor who could portray both charm and malevolence. Michael Douglas had previously worked with veteran actor Richard Widmark in The Fugitive Kind and suggested him for the part. Widmark's extensive experience and on-screen presence made him a perfect fit for the enigmatic and calculating Dr. Harris. To play the role of Nancy, a patient who falls into a coma early in the film, the filmmakers cast a then unknown actress named Lois Chiles. Chiles, who would later gain fame as Holly Goodhead in the James Bond film Moonraker, was chosen for her ability to convey vulnerability and innocence. The supporting cast was rounded out with familiar faces, including Elizabeth Ashley as Dr. Bellows' ex-wife, Rip Torn as Dr. Wheeler's mentor, and Richard Dysart as the hospital administrator. Each actor brought their unique talents to the film, contributing to the tense and suspenseful atmosphere. During the audition process, the chemistry between the actors was palpable. The filmmakers looked for not only acting ability, but also the ability to work together and build the relationships necessary for the story. Scenes were rehearsed, and the actors were encouraged to improvise, allowing for a more natural and authentic dynamic. One pivotal moment during casting involved a tense scene between Bujold and Widmark. As they read through the scene, the tension between their characters was palpable, and it was clear that Widmark's calm, calculated demeanor perfectly contrasted Bujold's determination and passion. This dynamic would become a central theme in the film, driving the narrative forward and keeping audiences on the edge of their seats. In the end, the casting of Coma proved to be a masterstroke, with each actor delivering a captivating and memorable performance. The film remains a classic example of suspenseful storytelling, thanks in large part to the exceptional cast that brought it to life. The 1978 movie Coma was brought to life by director Michael Crichton, known for his innovative and meticulous approach. Crichton's vision was deeply influenced by his background in medicine and technology, which he blended seamlessly with elements of suspense and mystery. In Coma, Crichton's direction is characterized by a clinical precision, reflecting his medical expertise. He employs a detached, observational style, creating an atmosphere of unease and uncertainty. This is evident in the film's opening sequence, where the camera slowly pans over a hospital, highlighting its cold, impersonal nature. Crichton's collaboration with the cast and crew was highly collaborative. He worked closely with cinematographer John Alonzo to create a visual language that mirrored the story's themes. The use of wide-angle lenses and cool color palettes further emphasized the sterile, detached world of the hospital. The film's stars, Geneviève Bujold and Michael Douglas, have spoken about Crichton's detailed and specific direction. Bujold described him as a man of few words, but when he spoke, it was always to the point. Douglas echoed this, stating that Crichton's clear vision and precise direction made working on Coma a rewarding experience. Crichton's directorial vision for Coma was deeply rooted in his own experiences and interests. His medical background and technological prowess combined to create a unique and unsettling world. Through his meticulous direction and close collaboration with the cast and crew, Crichton brought Coma to life, leaving a lasting impact on the thriller genre. In 1978, Coma made waves in the film industry, presenting a chilling tale of medical mystery and suspense. This movie, directed by Michael Crichton, follows the story of a doctor who suspects a conspiracy when patients at her hospital go into comas after routine surgeries. Perhaps you have a cherished memory associated with this movie, or a particular scene that left a lasting impact on you. Maybe it was the eerie atmosphere of the hospital, or the gripping suspense that kept you on the edge of your seat. Throughout this video, we'll delve into some fascinating facts about Coma that will leave you laughing, shocked, and even saddened. From behind-the-scenes trivia to the film's cultural significance, there's much to explore. Do you recall a memorable moment from Coma? We'd love to hear your stories and personal experiences related to this classic film. Share them with us in the comments below. The 1978 movie Coma is a suspenseful medical thriller that takes viewers behind the scenes of a Boston hospital. The set design was crucial in creating this intriguing world. The production team transformed a soundstage into a meticulously detailed hospital, complete with operating rooms, patient wards, and doctors' offices. The set was so convincing that some viewers believed they were watching a real hospital. The filming locations added to the movie's authenticity. Scenes were shot in actual Boston hospitals, lending an air of realism to the story. However, filming in these locations presented logistical challenges. The production team had to work around the schedules of hospital staff and patients, often filming late at night or early in the morning. One innovative technique employed during the production of Coma was the use of a then-revolutionary camera rig known as the Luma crane. This remote-controlled crane allowed for smooth, steady shots from high above the set, providing a unique perspective that added to the film's suspenseful atmosphere. The Luma crane was particularly effective in the film's climactic sequence, set in the hospital's labyrinthine basement. The crane's ability to move freely through the space created a sense of disorientation and unease, heightening the tension as the characters raced to uncover the hospital's dark secrets. In addition to its technical innovations, Coma also featured strong performances from its cast, including Geneviève Bujold and Michael Douglas. The movie's gripping storyline and stunning set design have made it a classic of the medical thriller genre, leaving a lasting mark on the world of cinema. In 1978, the movie Coma hit the screens, leaving a lasting impression on its audience. Directed by Michael Crichton, known for his work in medical-themed films, Coma explores the darker side of medical science. The film follows the story of a young woman named Susan Wheeler, played by Geneviève Bujold, who works as a surgical resident at a Boston hospital. When her close friend falls into a coma after a routine operation, Susan becomes suspicious and decides to investigate. As Susan digs deeper, she uncovers a chilling conspiracy involving the hospital's administrators and a shadowy organization that is harvesting the organs of comatose patients for profit. The film takes a dramatic turn as Susan races against time to expose the truth and save her own life. Coma features an all-star cast, including Michael Douglas, who plays a journalist helping Susan uncover the conspiracy. The film's special effects, particularly the climactic sequence in which Susan navigates a terrifying maze of comatose patients, were groundbreaking for the time and continue to impress today. Despite its dark themes, Coma is a gripping and suspenseful film that keeps viewers on the edge of their seats. Its exploration of medical ethics and the value of human life remains relevant today, making it a classic that continues to resonate with audiences. Crichton's direction and the strong performances of the cast make Coma a standout film that is well worth watching. Its haunting depiction of the consequences of unchecked medical greed and corruption is a cautionary tale that remains relevant today. In the 1978 movie Coma, music plays a pivotal role in enhancing the narrative and emotional tone. The film's score was primarily composed by Jerry Goldsmith, a legendary figure in the world of film music. Known for his versatility, Goldsmith had previously worked on various genres, from science fiction to horror, and his score for Coma is no exception. The music in Coma is characterized by its eerie and suspenseful tones, which perfectly complement the film's themes of medical mystery and intrigue. Goldsmith's score features a variety of instruments, including synthesizers, which were relatively new to film music at the time. These electronic sounds add to the unsettling atmosphere of the movie, heightening the tension and keeping viewers on the edge of their seats. When creating the score, Goldsmith worked closely with the film's director, Michael Crichton, to ensure that the music aligned with the narrative's emotional tone. Crichton, who was also a successful novelist and physician, had a clear vision for the film's musical style. Goldsmith's compositions effectively capture the sense of unease and paranoia that permeates the movie, making the score an integral part of the overall viewing experience. In addition to the score, Coma also features a soundtrack of popular songs from the 1970s. These songs are used sparingly but effectively, often serving as a contrast to the film's darker elements. For instance, the use of upbeat disco music during a party scene provides a stark contrast to the more ominous tones of Goldsmith's score. Interestingly, the soundtrack also includes a song called Prisoner, performed by the band Queen. This song was not originally written for the movie, but was added during post-production. The lyrics of Prisoner touch on themes of confinement and entrapment, which resonate with the film's central plot. Overall, the music in Coma is a testament to the power of film scores in enhancing narrative and emotional tone. Through his masterful use of both original compositions and popular songs, Jerry Goldsmith created a musical tapestry that has endured as a classic example of effective film scoring. In Coma, the theme of something being amiss at the hospital is reinforced when Dr. Morelind, the psychiatrist, discloses too much about Dr. Susan Wheeler to Dr. Harris, including her romantic involvement with Dr. Bellows. This breach of patient-doctor confidentiality raises questions about the hospital's practices. Additionally, the film's score is not heard until 45 minutes into the movie, creating an eerie and suspenseful atmosphere. Interestingly, Farrah Fawcett was originally considered for the role of Dr. Wheeler, but had to decline due to her commitment with Charlie's Angels. This information highlights the challenges of managing multiple acting roles in the entertainment industry. In the 1978 movie Coma, one of the most iconic scenes is the operating room escape. The tension builds as the audience witnesses Dr. Mark Bellows, played by Michael Douglas, infiltrate the hospital's surgical wing to rescue a comatose patient. The scene's direction is taut and unyielding, with a sense of urgency that keeps the audience on edge. Michael Douglas's performance is intense and physical, highlighting his character's determination. The cinematography is raw and shaky, capturing the chaos and confusion of the escape. In the making of the 1978 movie Coma, background artists faced great physical strain while playing the roles of coma patients. Suspended by wires in the coma clinic, they could only be filmed in 6-minute bursts due to the intense pressure on their backs. These extras were compensated for their discomfort with higher pay. Director Michael Crichton aimed to create a balance between reality and fiction in the film. He wanted to present relatable fears, such as the fear of surgery and hospitals, in a way that they could be appreciated as thrilling moments rather than triggering deeper anxieties. For the leading role of Dr. Susan Wheeler, Julie Christie was the first choice. The film's commitment to authenticity is evident, as most of what the camera captures features real people, not dummies, to maintain a sense of realism. Crichton explained in an interview with Millimeter magazine that the story contains many elements of reality, and his goal was to present these fears in a safe and enjoyable manner for the audience. Released in 1978, Coma is a suspenseful movie that delves into the darker side of medical practices. The film, based on Robin Cook's novel, tells the story of a hospital where patients are being put into comas for mysterious reasons. Directed by Michael Crichton, known for his techno-thriller narratives, the movie resonated with audiences due to its chilling portrayal of medical ethics and corporate greed. The film's exploration of the medical field's darker corners struck a nerve with audiences, who were becoming increasingly aware of the potential dangers of new technologies and medical advancements. As a result, the movie sparked conversations about the need for transparency and accountability in the medical field. Moreover, the film's portrayal of strong female characters, such as the protagonist Susan Wheeler, played by Geneviève Bujold, was a departure from the typical male-dominated thrillers of the time. This representation of women in leading roles influenced pop culture, paving the way for more complex and dynamic female characters in future films. Furthermore, the movie's themes of corporate greed and exploitation of vulnerable populations resonated with audiences who were grappling with similar issues in their own lives. The film's exploration of these themes contributed to discussions about the need for greater corporate responsibility and ethical business practices. In addition, the movie's visual style and special effects, particularly the use of medical equipment and technology, were groundbreaking for the time and have since become iconic in the medical thriller genre. The film's influence can be seen in later medical thrillers, such as The Andromeda Strain and Contagion. Overall, Coma left a lasting impact on audiences and pop culture, sparking conversations about medical ethics, corporate responsibility, and the representation of women in film. Its exploration of these themes and its groundbreaking visual style have cemented its place in the annals of cinema history. In casting Geneviève Bujold for the lead, Michael Crichton aimed to highlight stories about female achievements, which he believed were underrepresented in contemporary cinema. Bujold's character, a surgical resident, uncovers a chilling conspiracy in the hospital where she works. The film also features Tom Selleck in a supporting role as a surgery patient named Sean Murphy. Selleck would later collaborate with Crichton in the 1984 movie Runaway. Before producing the movie, Martin Ehrlichman read the source novel in its galley form. Ehrlichman aimed to evoke the same primal fear of hospitals that Jaws instilled in people regarding the ocean and sharks. He once stated, "People can avoid the ocean, but they cannot always avoid hospitals." The film indeed taps into this deep-seated fear, making it a classic thriller that keeps viewers on the edge of their seats. Released in 1978, Coma received mixed reviews from critics. However, it left a lasting impression on audiences and made a mark in the thriller genre. The film, based on Robin Cook's novel, was directed by Michael Crichton, known for his work in Jurassic Park and ER. Noted film critic Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times gave the movie a positive review, praising its effective and well-crafted suspense. He commended the film's ability to create tension and keep the audience engaged. Leonard Maltin, another prominent critic, was less enthusiastic, awarding the movie 2 out of 4 stars. He criticized the film's pacing and lack of character development. Despite the mixed reviews, Coma was a success at the box office, grossing over $25 million domestically. Audiences were drawn to the film's intriguing premise and suspenseful storyline. The film's themes of medical ethics and corporate greed resonated with viewers, making it a talking point long after its release. Coma also received recognition in the form of an Academy Award nomination for Best Art Direction. This nomination was a testament to the film's visual style and set design, which played a crucial role in creating the eerie and unsettling atmosphere. The accolades and nominations for Coma were significant for those involved in the film. For Michael Crichton, it was a validation of his directorial skills and ability to create suspenseful and engaging stories. For the cast and crew, it was a recognition of their hard work and dedication to the project. In conclusion, while Coma received mixed reviews from critics, it left a lasting impact on audiences and made a mark in the thriller genre. The film's success at the box office and recognition in the form of an Academy Award nomination were significant achievements for those involved in the project. The 1978 film Coma is an interesting case study in the early careers of now prominent actors. Richard Widmark, who plays a significant role in the movie, was celebrating his 30th anniversary as a movie actor at the time. Meanwhile, Ed Harris and Tom Selleck, who both have minor roles in Coma, would soon become household names in the entertainment industry. Harris's appearance in Coma is limited to just one short scene, with much of it featuring his back to the camera. Selleck's part is even smaller, with his character resembling a cadaver more than a living person. Despite these minor roles, both actors went on to have long and successful careers spanning several decades. The film's director, Michael Crichton, and author, Robin Cook, both had backgrounds in the medical field. Crichton attended medical school, while Cook is a surgeon and ophthalmologist. This medical expertise is reflected in the film's plot, which revolves around a series of mysterious comas occurring in a hospital. Overall, Coma is a fascinating example of the early careers of now prominent actors and the intersection of medical expertise and filmmaking. During the filming of Coma, the 1978 medical thriller, the crew faced a unique challenge. The movie's plot revolves around a surgical ward filled with patients on life support, all in a comatose state. To create this chilling setting, the production designers had to build an entire ward inside an abandoned hospital. The hospital, however, had one peculiar feature. It was home to a large population of pigeons. As work progressed, the birds found their way into the set, leaving behind a mess that threatened to disrupt the filming schedule. The crew had to devise a clever solution. They installed netting to keep the pigeons out, but it was a constant battle. Meanwhile, the cast, including Geneviève Bujold and Michael Douglas, had to adapt to the challenging shooting conditions. The hospital was cold and drafty, and the actors had to wear thin gowns for their scenes. Despite these hardships, they remained professional, delivering compelling performances that added depth to the film's suspenseful narrative. In one memorable scene, Bujold's character, Susan Wheeler, sneaks into the hospital's basement to investigate the coma patients. The basement was damp and filled with old equipment, creating an eerie atmosphere. To enhance the suspense, the director, Michael Crichton, had the set lit with flickering lights. This decision added a sense of unease, making the scene more tense and engaging. Despite the challenges, the cast and crew of Coma managed to create a gripping medical thriller that has stood the test of time. The film's behind-the-scenes stories offer a fascinating glimpse into the dedication and creativity that goes into making a classic. In the movie Coma, Michael Douglas described the film as combining elements of love story and the hospital with a touch of Alfred Hitchcock suspense. The director, Michael Crichton, had previously written novels under the pseudonym Michael Douglas, a blend of his first name and his brother's. During the film, there's a subtle detail. When doctors, Bellows and Wheeler are sitting on a couch and a Cincinnati Reds game is on TV, the announcer mentions waving Johnny Bench into home plate. The novel's original male victim was named Berman, but due to its association with Jewish comedian Shelley Berman, the producer changed it to the Irish name Murphy for the movie adaptation. This change was made because the initially cast actor did not seem to fit the original name. Sources 1. Coma, Wikipedia. 2. Coma, Wikipedia. Released in 1978, Coma left an indelible mark on the thriller genre. This classic medical thriller, directed by Michael Crichton, was one of the first films to explore the theme of organ harvesting in such a chilling way. The movie's suspenseful narrative and innovative use of technology in storytelling set the stage for many future films. Coma tells the story of a doctor who uncovers a conspiracy involving patients being put into comas and having their organs harvested. The film's exploration of medical ethics and its gripping portrayal of the medical world resonated with audiences, inspiring a new subgenre of medical thrillers. The film's impact can be seen in subsequent works such as The Andromeda Strain and Outbreak, which also explore the intersection of medicine and suspense. The movie's use of technology, including detailed medical diagrams and computer-generated images, was groundbreaking for its time and paved the way for the increased use of technology in filmmaking. Coma also marked a turning point in the career of its lead actress, Geneviève Bujold, who received critical acclaim for her performance. The film's success helped establish her as a leading lady in Hollywood and opened the door for future roles in films such as Dead Ringers and Anne of the Thousand Days. In conclusion, Coma has left a lasting legacy in the world of film. Its exploration of medical ethics, innovative use of technology, and impact on future filmmaking make it a classic that continues to resonate with audiences today. In the novel that inspired the film, the central character, Dr. Susan Wheeler, is a blonde feminist medical student. However, in the movie, she is portrayed as a brunette second-year surgical resident, and the feminist content of the novel is significantly reduced. The location of the medical institute also changes from the city to an outer suburb. The film features a talented cast, including Michael Douglas, who has an Oscar to his name, and 4 other actors who have been nominated for the prestigious award: Geneviève Bujold, Ed Harris, Rip Torn, and Richard Widmark. The title of the movie, Coma, is derived from the Greek word coma, which means deep sleep. A coma is a state of profound unconsciousness, in which a person is unable to respond to stimuli or communicate. In this classic film, the audience is taken on a suspenseful journey as the characters uncover the dark secrets behind a series of mysterious comas. In 1978, a chilling medical thriller named Coma made its debut, marking the feature film introduction of a talented actor named Ed Harris. About 12 years later, the same genre saw another compelling addition: Joel Schumacher's sci-fi horror film Flatliners, produced by none other than Michael Douglas. Interestingly, Douglas's connection to this genre didn't end there. In 1994, he starred in an adaptation of Michael Crichton's novel Disclosure. This further solidified Douglas's presence in the world of medical and sci-fi thrillers, building on the foundation laid by Coma. In the filming of Coma, 2 versions of scenes involving coma patients were shot, one with them semi-naked and another, intended for television, with them covered up. Michael Douglas's character drives a Fiat 131 Mirafiori Special, known as the Brava in the U.S. market. A 2-part television miniseries remake of this classic was planned to air on the A&E network in September 2012, produced by the Scott brothers, Ridley and Tony. In her first film appearance, Sue Bugden played a significant role in the 1978 movie Coma. The film is particularly memorable for its chilling depiction of a coma clinic, where numerous patients were suspended by wires attached to their wrists and ankles. These striking images were even used for the movie's posters. One of the actors in Coma, Lance LeGault, went on to have a successful career in television. He portrayed the assassin, Vince, in the movie, and later became well known for his role as Colonel Decker in the hit NBC series, The A-Team from 2010. Coma has left a lasting impact on audiences and remains a classic in the world of cinema. In the 1978 film Coma, Tim McIntyre narrated the U.S. theatrical trailer. The movie features a chilling scene where the main character is pursued through the hospital by the killer, accompanied by a distinctive, reverberated piano chord. This sound would later be widely imitated, most notably in the original Friday the 13th the following year. The story unfolds in two distinct locations: the Jefferson Institute, an experimental clinic, and the Boston Memorial Hospital. Interestingly, the design of the Boston Memorial Hospital bears a close resemblance to the real-life Massachusetts General Hospital, although the filming took place at the Boston City Hospital. This classic thriller keeps you on the edge of your seat with its gripping narrative and unexpected twists. In the 1978 movie Coma, an unexpected tragedy occurred during filming. A stuntman named Joe Finley, who was doubling for Michael Douglas, suffered a severe injury while performing a high fall. Finley's parachute failed to open, resulting in a broken pelvis and other injuries. This unfortunate event led to a delayed release of the film and served as a stark reminder of the risks involved in filmmaking. Coma, based on Robin Cook's novel, explores the darker side of the medical industry. The film follows the story of a young woman who falls into a coma under mysterious circumstances, and her friend's quest to uncover the truth behind her condition. The movie delves into themes of medical ethics, corporate greed, and the exploitation of vulnerable patients. Despite the tragic accident during filming, Coma received critical acclaim for its gripping storyline and impressive cast, including Geneviève Bujold, Michael Douglas, and Elizabeth Ashley. The film's exploration of complex themes and thought-provoking narrative make it a classic in the medical thriller genre. Did Coma leave a lasting impression on you? This classic movie from 1978 might have influenced your perspective on cinema, or even sparked your interest in medical thrillers. We'd love to hear about your experiences and memories related to this film. Perhaps you were captivated by the suspenseful plot, or found the exploration of medical ethics thought-provoking. Maybe you were inspired to pursue a career in the medical field or filmmaking after watching it. Whatever your connection to Coma, we'd love to hear from you. Share your stories and thoughts with us, and engage with others in the comments. Let's start a conversation about this classic film and its impact on audiences. If you enjoyed this cinematic exploration, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more. Together, let's delve into the world of classic films and the memories they